Hi, my name is Rena Day, CEO and founder of Salute the Ribbon Incorporated. Today's topic is going to be about a cancer survivor in reference to the beginning and the end.
Hi, my name is Adrienne, and I was diagnosed with breast cancer in 2006.
Hi, Adrienne. Let's talk about the beginning. How did you find out that you had breast cancer?
Well, I do self-exams periodically, and this one day I was doing one and I felt something that didn't feel right. And then I said, okay, I got out of the shower and then I lied down on the bed. And that's when I did it again, and I felt a little lump, or it felt like a lump. Never had one before, so I don't know what a lump would feel like. So I called my doctor the next day, and he said, well, you're not due for a mammogram until July. And I said, well, yeah, but I feel something now. So I went, he scheduled me to come in a week later, and he did the self-exam. He scheduled me for a mammogram. And 2 weeks later, I found out I had breast cancer.
So how did you feel learning that, you had cancer? How did you feel?
Shocked. I was totally shocked because it didn't run in my family. I'm like, okay, here I go. Which bad gene I got from my mother or my father's side of the family? So at first I was crying because I found out on my job. And that's the first thing. You should never find bad news on the job. And I sort of scolded my doctor on telling me, instead of saying, come to the office, he told me right then at work. So I boo-hoo cried. My coworkers came in the office and it was like, what happened? They thought somebody died. And I said, I have to leave immediately. And I left, went home, cried some more. And then he said, well, we're gonna have to schedule you an appointment to come in and we'll take it from there. And then 2 weeks later, I went back in the office and we started going from there to see what's next.
What was the hardest part of going through being diagnosed with cancer? What was the hardest moment?
Well, the hardest moment to me was finding out that I had it, that it was in my ducts, and I was in denial. It took me 2 biopsies later before I finally realized that I had breast cancer. Nobody wants to hear the big C, because the first thing you think about is, how long do I have to live? Am I gonna live? Am I gonna be able to fight this? Am I gonna lose my hair? Am I gonna, everything goes through your mind at that point. And I was just shocked because once it's in your ducts, it's really nothing they can do but do a mastectomy is what I had. And that was the hardest part, is to lose a body part.
Do you think family support plays a major role in surviving?
Not only family support, but friends, co-workers, anyone that you can have available with you at the time. In my case, I wasn't hearing the doctor. The doctor was saying cancer, the doctor was saying this and that and what we have to do, but I wasn't hearing the doctor. I was just hearing cancer, dying, losing hair. All of that was what I was thinking about, but thank God I had my friends around me to tell me afterwards what the doctor was saying, because I had no idea the doctor was talking about mastectomy, the doctor was talking about reconstruction, because I wasn't hearing that. And with you have to have that support system, because that helps you to get through the next day. So you'll say, okay, is that what the doctor was talking about? Because I would have told him, no, I'm not going through that. But you gotta have that support system. It really helped me in every aspect, and they were there from the beginning and all the way until now. They have been there for me, that support system. Because you never get over it. Once you have cancer, it's gonna be with you forever, because you just always in the back of your mind, every time you go to a mammogram, you're thinking, okay, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? And then when the doctor says, you're okay, and you leave and you're fine until the next year. But it's something that we're always gonna deal with. We just have to learn to live with it, basically.
Can you tell me what was your weakest point throughout your chemotherapy, throughout your surgery? What was the weakest time in your life throughout this cancer?
The weakest time was every 3 months, you have to go to the oncologist, get your blood drawn, and you get kind of weak. I lost my hair during that time period. And it just going through the whole process, to lose a body part, to go through the reconstruction, to go through all of the things that entails. Even now, sometimes I'll feel a little twinge and I'm wondering, okay, what is that? And you just always wonder in the back of your mind, oh gosh, is it coming back? And every time you feel something, is that it? But my weakest point was losing my breasts, losing my hair. I know it's superficial, losing the hair, but to lose a body part was the hardest part, because you always think you're gonna die with what you have and born with, but unfortunately, I do have good news, because I was able to have my own tissue used for my breasts, so I didn't have to have silicone, and so I have good news in that. Some people unfortunately don't have that choice, but in my choice, God's blessed me with enough fat that they could take from here to give me a breast, so that was good on that point.
Can you tell me what was your strongest point throughout the whole process of your chemotherapy and being diagnosed and having surgery? What was the strongest time of your life?
The strongest part, it surprised myself, is that I survived, and I'm still surviving. Every day is a challenge. So for some reason, once you have cancer, your immune system is shot from day one. But you find out how strong you are when you have cancer. You are a survivor and you're strong. And all of us survivors out there are strong. And we just need to keep saying it every day. We're gonna beat it, we're gonna beat it, we're gonna beat it. Don't ever give up. Don't ever give up, no matter what you feel, how tired you are. I'm giving you encouragement, because guess what? I'm 10 years in. So look at me now. So we are survivors and we're all strong. And you will never know how strong you are until you go through something like this. But that was my strongest, is to know I surprised myself that I could do this and go through this. As many times as I said, okay, I'm giving up, I'm giving up, I'm giving up. 10 years later, I'm still here, and I kind of look good. So it's all right, we'll do it, we're strong.
I just need to know, like, do you have any photos? Did you ever take any pictures of your mastectomy? Did you ever take any pictures of when you lost your hair? Because I noticed that a lot of people that go through this cancer, go through chemotherapy, they like pictures. They go back through a memory lane. Do you have any photos, or do you have any memory lanes that you want to share?
No, I have no pictures. I didn't want to